Thank you for translation, Felipe. The other thing you're going to get to meet is the sire team. They're awesome at what they do, and you'll see that passion drive through this microphone here in just a minute. One that you're not going to get to see on the microphone, but I hope he's here, is Mitch Kappelman. Mitch, are you around this flood of people somewhere? Mitch. He's over by the beer tent. Imagine a Wisconsin guy by the beer tent. Here's our Brown Swiss sire analyst, so make yourself known to Mitch. If you have Brown Swiss questions, Mitch is our expert and does a fabulous job with that program. So welcome to the bull parade. We're going to start out with a variety of bulls because we are a company that tries to fulfill everyone's needs and desires. And we're going to start it off with our first time ever bull. And I'll let Lauren introduce what I'm talking about.
Thank you, Dad. All right. Jeff, this is a funny looking Holstein. What are you guys doing? I'm kidding. I'm Lauren Kimble. I'm the manager of Profit Source, and as Jeff said, we are really excited for the first time in a bull parade on the dairy side to show you one of these boys. And look at him, he does not skip leg day, and that is on purpose. This is 714 AM 742, MONROE. Again, he is one of our Profit Source beef on dairy sires, which is why we are showing him to you today. Of course, he carries that 714 marketing code that is characteristic of our beef on dairy bulls. And he was bred by Edgewood Angus, and he is a teamwork out of a method dam. But again, he is just part of a much bigger lineup. He's a bit of an old-timer, and there's many newcomers coming behind him. But again, this is not just a list of bulls. Profit Source is a machine, a profit machine. These boys are selected for growth, muscle, and the quality carcasses that keep growers, feeders, and packers happy. What does that do? That gives your dairy more leverage and more marketability for their beef on dairy calves because they are making the right kind of calf and building that good reputation. The data we collect on the progeny from these bulls is what allows us to then develop even better bulls within our system, acquire better bulls, and of course, collect the data that helps our wonderful team market the program and show the absolute power of this lineup. As many of our team heard earlier, Profit Source is just part of a much larger strategy. It is critical. So with Profit Source, you can make sure you are settling cows without settling on quality. And with that, again, if you don't really love his name, we encourage you guys to continue your name submission. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Herby Lutz, the Jersey guy. Yeah, Mountain. We're not in black and white anymore. Here we go. 7J2312, Supple Man Feed, bred out of cash-in jerseys, ladies and gentlemen. He is a seismic PP, out of a Chief, out of a G, so a little different pedigree. But then when you get back, you got a Casino, then a Citation A, and then I don't know how many of you know it, but the next dam is the Grand Dam of Barnabas. So we're tying back into a really proven family. Great conception, carries a CFI of 3.8. He's an udder specialist at 23.4, 1-2 on type. Everything's right. He's from a herd in California called Cash-In Jerseys that we work with, Caspergan family. Give a big shout out for a beautiful bull. And he's doing his job and making lots of pregnancies. He carries that all-important Mastitis Resistance Pro logo, ladies and gentlemen. 113 for Zoetis mastitis, 1.0 on his CECB, and a 282 cell count makes him a leader in the field. A great Jersey bull to start our bull parade with today in the Jersey breed. The next bull we have coming out is from our Generations lineup. 250 JE 1947 CORSAIR. CORSAIR is from our partners at Jerseyland Sires, ladies and gentlemen. He's a Rowan son out of the Emzo Charlie. So if you follow his pedigree back, he goes back to a two-time national grand champion in circus. He's a bull that's extreme, has over $2,500 in his proof. Unheard of for a Jersey bull, ladies and gentlemen. He's still making pictures. You really admire the super $500. 1-1 on tight. Everything's right. 1947 Corsair.
So good afternoon, everyone. I'm VerBeek, and I know a lot of you spent all week in the office just to get to this point here today. And this is always one of the highlights of our week, to be able to showcase these bulls for you. We're going to bring out our first Holstein bull, our newest next-gen release 7H17944 Geno Source Gin. Gin is a bull that we have been using quite heavily as a mating sire here over the last few months. I think you can appreciate the style and the stretch of this bull and the beautiful feet and legs. When you go home and kind of discover what this bull is, he is kind of the future. When you look at his pedigree, he's a Hobbs son out of an 83-point Garza from an 88-point Captain, and then a Lionel. So you really realize that this bull is extremely different for your traditional customers. He should work really well on the new number 2 TPI bull to breed Sheepster. He should complement the game day blood extraordinarily well. And one of the bulls we'll get a chance here to see later on today, Renegade himself. A super high fat bull, high density milk, high components for fat and protein percent. He's a linear that's zero neutral right down the middle, so he's going to kind of leave you with what you got and not hurt you in any way, while also giving you a huge CFP. So he's an A2 sire. He's AB on his Kappa casein, tremendous mastitis resistance. Really does a lot of the things that we've talked about with HHP and all the indexes in the direction of our program is going. So nice to have him, one of our newest next-gen release bull, hot on the market. I think the bull is going to be super popular with our customers because of all the things that we provide for breeding and a diversity outcross standpoint from our program.
Hi guys, I'm Mark Kerndt, Art Program Director, and the next bull out here in the ring is an art bull. He is a bull named Rosemary. Rosemary is one of my favorite, or probably my favorite bull in the G-Force lineup right now. And he's my favorite because he epitomizes the kind of balanced breeding that our sire department strives when we try to make product for you guys to take in the field. He's out of an outstanding young game day daughter that's a full sister actually to Wargear, who will be out here a little bit later. Then the next dam is an excellent black, really outstanding dam. But more importantly, one of my favorites because it's a high production bull at 1,200 pounds of milk, balanced components, plus for mastitis resistance, and then on top of that, he's good for DPR and daughter fertility. If that wasn't enough, he's 1.6 sire conception rate. It's very good on all the Zoetta straits, especially the calf wellness straits. You heard in the last couple of days that's a trait that we're trying to look at more and more all the time. This bull will improve calf health on your farm. If you don't know about Rosemary, you're not doing it right. He's one of our best-selling bulls, and we're very fortunate to have him at Select Sires.
So a new addition to this parade that we've had this year is one of our partners, and our partner being Showbox Sires. Hopefully you visited their tent. If not, shame on you. They've been very, very cordial to sponsor the drinks tonight, so enjoy that. And with that, we have the two mainstays of Showbox, Mr. Mike Duckett and Mr. Tim Abbott.
Well, thanks, Jeff, and it's good for Showbox Sires to be here. It's been great meeting so many people. This is actually our first bull parade. Mike and I'd like to really thank the barn crew as they bring our bull out here. These barn guys and gals are incredible. They do fantastic work, and we thank them, and we all should thank them. So our first bull out, he's not handling the best right now, but it's because he's Canadian by heart. This is VENMO. Sorry, guys. VENMO is a bull that Mike and I worked really hard to get. He comes from the master breeders up in Ontario, Velthois Farms, who were Steve Velthois was responsible for part of Atwood, which had a great history here. And then Kingsway Farm, master breeders from Hastings, Ontario. And when we saw this bull on the farm, we thought he was a beautiful bull. And as it's turned out, now a lot has happened in his family. Eye Candy, great select bull that died before his time. Probably in Mike and my travel this summer, we've seen more good fresh eye candies than any other bull. This bull's bred the same way as Eye Candy. He's a lambda, but his dam is a really pretty alligator daughter that was junior champion at Madison, of the whole shebang at Madison. It's calved in and went maximum score 87 as a 2-year-old in Canada. Will be a famous cow someday. Then she's out of the 95-point Caught Your Eye cow. Then she goes back to the great, beautiful Lexington cow that was All-American in 95. And then she goes back to Black Rose. So in this bull's pedigree, 3 95 and 96-point cows. And as you look at the bull, we believe he is just the perfect bull to use on a lot of the great show pedigrees in the business. So VENMO, quite proud to have him here.
Hellion comes out, a bull that's very dear to us, a Dropbox son of Doc. And for us, you take probably 2 of the best crossover cows in the business, being Doc 8784 on the bottom side, and then Casper Days on the top side, a cow that's the Dropbox is on Doc, and I think it's just a unique. Put those 2 great cows together, cows that compete at shows or in the genomic world. And a bull that's 800 pounds of milk. He's right at 3 points of type. A bull that he gives you a lot of strength and width to it on his genomic linears, and with a little bit of slope to his rump, a little set to his leg, but a bull I think you can use on the lambda blood. There's a lot of lambda blood out there. He's got enough milk that you can use on sidekick and pazzles. Just a bull that we think is going to have a great future. We just calved a couple of bull sisters, one at King's Ransom and another one at our place that are just fresh and look really promising.
My name is Kevin Jorgenson, part of the sire acquisition team, and I also have the pleasure of coordinating the red and white program as well as showcase. And so this afternoon I'll have the opportunity to talk a little bit about our red white program. And the beautiful part of today is we're going to give you the future, we're going to give you the present, we're going to give you the foundation of the program as we go through here today. But the first bull that comes out is 7H 17695 PAPAYA-RED. Folks, this is the #1 GTPI Red Bull in the breed today at 32.45, a bull that I think is going to have a huge impact on our program to come. We've used him very heavily as a sire father. He's a member of the next gen lineup at the moment because his diverse pedigree, the fact that he's a Red Lee son out of a game day. And then with all the influence that the P family has had in Perfect and Parsley, and then in the showcase program, this cow family now has the opportunity to impact the red breed as well. If you've heard me talk about Perfect in the past and all the things that Siemers have done, the great cow in the family was Denver Paris. And this bull goes in a direct shot back through Denver Paris and not through Lambda Paris. He's a bull that has great style about him. I think his early calves are, we've got some early calves are red factored and pulled already, and we're going to have a lot of calves from this really stylish bull coming down the line. He's a bull that has production. He's over 1.7 on type. He's over 1.85 on udder composite. So when we talk about for the conference about diversity, this is a bull that brings great diversity into the program. He's going to work out all the Trentway genetics. He's going to do a lot of things right. Very exciting bull in 7H 17695 PAPAYA-RED.
everybody. I'm Jordan Siemers here out with the Sire team. Also cover the Next Gen program for those of you that are part of that and keep selling it. Really appreciate it. Feel free to ever email me if you have any concerns or anything you guys want to talk about in that regard. This bull is 7H 17379 Sunquest Droppin' Hot. Droppin' Hot is bred by our friend Tim and Tammy Van Hatesma up in Durham, Michigan. Droppin' Hot's a drop box selling one of 3 we have in the program. Out of a full cistern to Doc 8784 from Mike and Tim there. So it's actually a really nice cross. Again, we're putting Doc on the version of Doc on the bottom side, Casper Days on the top side. One of the really interesting things here about Droppin' Hot, he's over 3,100 on TPI. He's 2.5 on type, 1.5 on udder composite, and over 1.5 on foot and leg composite. When you really study his throw position down there, he's got a very beautiful leg, a leg that's really going to work on a lot of bloodlines in the breed today. One of the other interesting things about Droppin' Hot, he has a beautiful strength to stature ratio. He's a bull in the breed, on this crossover kind that are going to moderate stature. It's 7H 17379 Droppin' Hot. I will add that his early calves are hitting the ground right now. We use them pretty extensively as a mating sire, and they've got a long neck. They've really beautiful calves so far.
So we're going to shift gears a little bit into some of our proven sires at this point. And keep in mind, I see a lot of faces that this is not your first bull parade, and several people, this is your first bull parade. And one of the really cool things is we bring out 7H 16176 War Gear, the breed's newest number 8 TPI bull. Because when you're here long enough, you get to see these bulls develop. And as we finish the program, you're going to see some really great examples of that. But when we let this bull settle out, as I said, he is the breed's number 8 TPI bull. He has 77 daughters on his first proof here in August. A bull that has really done a great job. We've used him as a contract mating sire, as a young bull. Extremely excited about his really coolly named son, Frank the Tank. Oh, it's been very popular as a mating sire for us. But keep in mind, this guy's just not quite 5 years old. So if you think about what this bull's going to be in 2 years and 3 years, it's going to be really cool with that 7 logo on his head, that stretch, that style, that airiness, that hard top. He transmits some of that style into his daughters, that length of body. He is one of Game Day's best sons, and Game Day has been one of our truly great all-time sires. Didn't have an opportunity to impact lifetime sales. However, has impacted our program through his quality genetics so wonderfully. So he's a bull, beautiful uddered cows, a high-fat bull at 84 pounds. His dam's an excellent Lionel with an excellent mammary system. So this bull really does do it all. He's tailor-made for our SMS program to protect the one little weakness that he does have, a muscle weakness. But when we utilize him correctly in SMS, with all that great style and balance, this bull's going to do some really tremendous things. So I challenge all of you, with the 400 plus people here, selling 10 units a week for the next year, we'll guarantee that you'll see this bull again the next time you're here. And I can't wait to see what a potentially high-scoring bull he's going to develop into. More beer.
Well, as Rick said, if this is your first time here, this is when it gets fun, when you get to see these bulls mature. And the one thing we haven't done yet that we need to is thank all these guys in the barn. And when we get done with all this and the bulls get back in, we'll ask you one more time to thank all of these guys in the barn for the great work that they do taking care of these bulls every day to have product for you. And these are the unsung heroes of Select Sires, of the guys that take care of these bulls every day. As we go back to the red and white program, I'd like to introduce to you one of the highest red proven bulls in the breed. This is 7H 15825 Broadside Rebel Red. A bull that ranks right at the top of the list. He debuted as the #1 Red Factor red bull in the breed back in April. Such a unique bull in the industry. He's making balanced cows. If you look at his linear, he looks just like the bull. He doesn't have any holes in him. He's hard-topped. He's a beautiful, balanced bull, and that's what the daughters that are calving in by Rebel Red have, along with terrific udders. He's a bull that's a little bit different, again, from a uniqueness respect in the red breed, being that he's a Rubel son, but the bottom side by Bandera Seesaw is the sire of his dam. She was a very good cow. The next dam was a gate dancer that was very good. But if you go back to the fourth dam, it's Uno Armada, the 94.1, and then back through Apple. So he's got 8 excellent dams on the bottom side. He traces the Apple family, but with very, very different genetics and more diversity for our program. I've loved this bull. Ironically, we had 8 red Rebel sons at Select Sires, including Spin Red and Squib Red, that are in the G-Force lineup at this point in time. So a bull that just does so many things right. He's a mastitis resistance pro specialist, hitting all of those. And for our friends north of the border, he's 8 on confirmation, which for red bulls, that's pretty significant too. But a great addition to our lineup and gives us diversity again at 7H, 15-825, Lost Side Rebel Red. The next bull that's coming should be of no stranger to many of you here, and that's 7H12, 344 Rivalry Rager Red. The elder statesman at Select Sires, who was born on March 24th of 2013, so he's 12 years old, and he is the elder statesman here at Select Sires, and looks fantastic. You're right, Jeff. When this bull gets to come out, he loves being on parade, and when you clip him off, he's so fine-hided. He's aged like fine wine, like a good red Cabernet, and this bull continues. He's a top 10 proven red bull in the breed today. He's one of the lowest effective future inbreeding bulls. So when we talk about diversity, what we heard today about concerns of inbreeding, just breed them to Rager Red. He makes trouble-free cows just like his linear, and just a bull that's done a lot of things right. And as Rick said a moment ago, and we've had a great celebration this week with Doc reaching that 1 million unit mark. The bull in front of you is 52,000 doses away from being the first millionaire red bull in the history of AI. Help us get there. Again, 10 minutes a week, 52 weeks, and put this man in very rare air. We love the bull. He loves being out here to see you. That's 7H12344 Rager Red.
All right, we're going to finish up the show with the legend himself, Mr. Renegade here. Big part of life is timing, and this bull's timing is impeccable. He came across the time in the breed when we were starting to get worried about too straight of legs, too short of teats, and this bull fixed both of those traits. An outcross bull that now populates pedigrees all around the world. Anywhere you go, dairymen love their Renegade daughters, and you know why. They give lots of high component milk. They breed back on time. They have good strength and width throughout with shapely udders, proper teat size and teat length, but maybe more importantly, or maybe more than any bull in his generation, he improved mobility in the Holstein breed. Ladies and gentlemen, I know in your career, we often define ourselves by selling or being around some of the great bulls of the breed. This is one of the all-time greats, one of the Hall of Famers. We're very, very fortunate to have him at Select Sires. We see so many pedigrees, sons and grandsons, granddaughters and great-granddaughters go back to this bull. Came through our program. I'm going to shout out to Jeff Ziegler, made him a French bull named Jolta Oak to a Millionton Dam. Jones of Oak. This is the only worthwhile Jones of Oak son in the whole world. And he's right here at Plain City, at Select Sires. You guys got to sell him. You guys got to use him. We've got to benefit from him. Renegade, one of the greatest bulls that ever lived in the whole sea breed.
And Hayden, he likes to have his picture taken, I know. All right. Well, as our sire team has shown you the enthusiasm they have, it exudes into the bulls we have, which exudes into the customers that benefit from them all. So we thank you for your attention. We'll let Hayden get this guy closer to the barn. I should point out, we brought this bull back from Wisconsin just to show you folks. We felt really obligated to show you off the best that you've had for a long time. He's lived at Westby. They do a marvelous job up there like they do here too, but we wanted you to have a chance to see him. So we made a special trip to get him back here in a special trailer at a special time, and you see the beautiful bull. All right, so thank you for your time, your attention. Now the party can begin, especially because Showbox has plenty of drinks to go. We got food in a tent right over here.